MSC 2024 is right around the corner, and today we'll be covering one of the teams that have qualified straight out of the heart of the Philippines, also one of the most decorated teams in Mobile Legends Bang Bang history, and a M Series holder. That's right, today we're covering Falcons AP Bren. Falcons AP Bren is one of the most known teams across the Philippines in the Mobile Legends Bang Bang scene. There's a lot of history that goes behind these guys and a huge organization who stands beside them. Falcon AP Bren is one of the teams that has stood the test through time through the Mobile Legends Bang Bang professional scene. They started in 2018 after claiming Aether Main's roster, the team that was able to push through Season 1 of the MPL Philippines. AP Bren is one of the most decorated teams in Mobile Legends Bang Bang history, wearing the heart and pride of the Philippines. In the beginning, Bren E-Sports formed in 2018, and they took over the roster for Aether Main, the team who won the MPL Philippines Season 1 championship. After taking control of the roster, they competed in MSC, the very first ever, formerly known as the Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup, now the Mid-Season Cup. But due to the official rules back then, they were unable to change their name to Bren E-Sports and still held on to the name Aether Main. They were the first champions of the Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup, now the Mid-Season Cup, and that was a start to many victories that they earned through the years. They would always hold the title as the first Filipino team to win the MSC. After that, things kind of started to slow down for Bren Esports until 2020 when they competed in MPL Philippines Season 6, and they were able to win that championship and be the best team out of the Philippines for that year. After winning the MPL Philippines Season 6, they earned a spot inside of M2 World Championship. During their battle inside of M2, they were knocked down to the lower bracket. They're able to crawl their way back up to victory, earning their first title as a World Series team. Up against Burmese Schools in the grand finals, they were able to take it the distance all the way to a game number 7 and claimed their victory and earned that championship as a M Series title holder. Unfortunately, after Season 6, after winning M2, that's when the downfall started to happen again for the side of Bren Esports, as they didn't have a hot showcasing for MPL Philippines Season 7, all the way through to 11. To put that in context, that's 2021 all the way to the mid of 2023. But even through a drought for 2 years, they never gave up and they continued to perfect their craft. A lot of roster changes happened on the way and a couple of name changes as well as they gained some partnerships. Right before the start of MPL Philippines Season 12, Bren Esports partnered up with AP Sports and they became AP Bren, defeating Blacklist and earning a spot to qualify, competing in M5. For the grand finals of M5, we had the pleasure of watching the Philippines go up against Indonesia, taking down Onyx, and earning their title for a 2-title holder team. Following that, they announced their partnership with Team Falcons and now operate under the name Falcons AP Bren. Some cool facts on here for AP Bren is they're the only Filipino team to win not only an M Series, but also an MSC. As of today, their roster still stands the test of time with Flapteezy in the XP lane, Pandora as a sub, Kyle TZ still holding it down in the jungle, Few, that 2-time champ we've seen time and time again dominating in the mid lane, Super Marco, the marksman holding it down in the gold, Ogwin, you've seen him on the supports, you've seen him on the crowd control roamers as the tank. We had the pleasure of catching AP Bren's journey inside of MPL Philippines Season 13. We watched them in the upper bracket and the lower bracket and the grand finals. So definitely make sure you guys stop by on our YouTube channel and check that out. I'll also leave it at the end of today's video for you guys to be able to catch it for those who missed out. It was a great journey. I think overall the team is super good, one of the strongest in the world. I think a lot of the teams out there in MSC need to be prepared for them. And like I said, they're one of the few teams who's already won an MSC before, and you don't want to take them lightly. One of the players that really stands out to me is Few, able to play on the artillery mages, able to play up close and personal, but also from afar. He's definitely going to be a problem. Super Marco in the gold lane. We got to see him dominate on the Moskov. We got to see him do the Claude, the Roger. He's got everything in his kit. They didn't come in first place. They lost to Liquid Echo with a 4-0 sweep. But right before that, they had a pretty decent series up against Liquid Echo. Went all the way to a best of 5 in the upper bracket finals. Went the distance all the way to a game number 5. But they were knocked down into the lower bracket. Upon entering the lower bracket, they were able to take down RSG Philippines in a 3-1 deficit and moved on forward into the grand final, securing their spot into MSC 2024. They didn't have that same luck the third time around going up against Liquid Echo as they lost 4-0. But if you go back and watch the stream, there were some very close games. Looks like Liquid Echo found a little bit of an edge on them and they capitalized. What's interesting though is Falcons AP Bren had the highest record for MPL Philippines Season 13. But when it came to the grand finals, they were not able to find that synergy, not able to overcome Liquid Echo. couple of people spearheading the way behind the curtain for AP Bren Falcons is AJ as the CEO, Adi as the team manager, Trebor as the technical coach, and Ducky as the main coach. Speaking of Ducky, he won Best Coach for MPL Philippines Season 13. They also earned Team of the Season, and the regular season MVP went over to Super Marco. Going back to M5, the MVP for the M5 World Championship was Flatteezy, the XP laner. I would say overall win rate for them is very successful. They win a lot more than they lose, so that's something that is going to be a possible problem. Not too many teams can kind of handle the caliber that these teams can play at, especially out of the Philippines. You don't want to tread lightly against them. If I had to give this team a tier for where I'd rate them, it would be an S tier. Top of the game, top of the craft. Not too many weaknesses that you'll see going up against AP Bren, and should have an easy time making it up to at least top 4, top 2, or possibly a grand finalist again for the MSC championship. Today, we're just keeping it short and simple. Just wanted to cover some quick facts about AP Bren, a team that those competing in MSC should definitely look out for, a team for those in the Philippines to be able to raise that flag high and be proud about, and a team that I'll definitely be keeping a close eye on. Let me know what you guys think about AP Bren Falcons. Are you a fan of them? Do you think they'll take it all the way to the grand finals? Do you think they'll be the champions? What teams do you think will be a possible problem for them as well? And what teams do you think they'll dominate? Also, I'm going to throw one more in there. Let me know if there's any team you want to see them go up against. Who would it be? As always, guys, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully today's video brought you a little bit of value. My whole focus was to give some information out to those who are a little newer on the scene, wondering exactly who AP Bren's and Falcons is, wondering where this name change came from, and wondering why they're talked about so much on the competitive scene. It's been a pleasure being able to make this video. Just to you, Timothy. If you enjoyed today's content and it brought you some value, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a subscribe. But before you go, if you want to catch our games in the upper bracket semifinals, in the lower bracket semifinals, and in the grand finals for MPL Philippines Season 13, make sure you guys check the video out right now that's posted in the corner. As always, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!
Turn me up.